Morning, happy Sunday. It is the start of week 2, I think. I'm gonna do my skincare routine. I just woke up. We're gonna do some skincare, and I need to basically study all day, the whole day, because I have work tomorrow, which I normally work on Mondays. However, I usually work only like half of the day, but 2 of my coworkers are on vacation, so I have to stay the entire day, which means I won't be able to study, or go to the library like I normally try to do on Mondays. So I have to get a lot done today. I've been really liking this Clinique Moisture Surge. I think you guys have seen me use this. It's like pretty new, but it's really hydrating. I'm probably not going to do my makeup today because I go to Miami on Friday. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Let's break down the week, shall we? So I go to Miami on Friday after my exam. So I really need to get through everything that I need to get through, like today, between today and like early this week. Obviously I need to start studying for my test, so I need to get through those lectures. I'm going for swim week, but also I think it'll just be fun to hang out with my friends. And there's a lot of new places that opened up that I want to see and go to. I haven't edited any videos in months because I've been so busy. I also got this really exciting email yesterday, and I'll talk about it probably in the future, but it was so cool and exciting, and I just can't wait to show you guys what I got the email about. Hey guys, I'm at my desk. I made a protein coffee, which I think I showed you guys. I've really been liking protein coffee because it keeps me full and it also wakes me up. So, what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna make a to-do list. Lately, I've been using my physical calendar. Yeah, okay. But something also that I have been liking to do too is using sticky notes, because in my planner sometimes I like change the dates around, or like I don't get to it and then it annoys me because it's just like in my planner like multiple times. I did a practice A yesterday. I'm gonna do practice B. Oh my god, Blackie, like, it's Mr. Crazy. Bye bye. Yeah, I did practice A. I want to do practice B because I want to, there's like a section where you can quiz yourself based on like what you get wrong. There's also a section where you can like review the concepts that it shows you what concept you need to review. So I want to do it now so I can start reviewing the concept early, because last session I didn't do that, and it's fine because our ATI is only worth like 10% of our grade. Yeah, I've been editing. I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna probably schedule it to upload, and then I'm gonna get started on some homework. Day 1, day 2, and day 3. And they just have different clinical supplies that we're gonna go over using. And we're doing like a little 3-day lab before we go. Basically, we're all staying in Atlanta together for a month, basically, in the same hotel. And we're gonna do a bunch of lab things, a bunch of clinical stuff. But before we go, they want to kind of prepare us. So we have different clinical items. So this is what we're going to be using for day 1, which is actually tomorrow. And then day 2 has more fun stuff. I'm sure you guys can see, but we have an ampule, we have some needles, we have a bunch of different needles, we have like simulation insulin and stuff like that. And then day 3 looks like we're going to be doing a ton of IV stuff, which is cool because, we talk about this during class. Okay, so I'm packing for Miami because right after my exam on Friday, I'm going to Miami for Miami Swim Week, which I think I might have mentioned, but I have these options laid out because I don't really know what I'm wearing yet. And you guys are gonna get a sneak peek. This is like, you can't even see it, but this is a dress I've worn before. I've also worn this before. I just have them hanging because I need to put them in the suitcase, but I'm gonna do that right before I leave. I'm going to use this little tiny suitcase because it's just for the weekend. I don't need anything crazy, but I am gonna start packing tonight because it's Wednesday. Actually, I lied. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm gonna pack some more. I just finished class. I have lab in like an hour, but between lab, I'm actually going to start studying for my exam tomorrow because tomorrow I also leave to Miami. So I also kind of started packing and stuff as well because we're going to be booked and busy. So wanted to say hey to my iPad because I'm going to study. I already went through every single lecture because I finished all my lectures last night. So now I just have to re-listen to the lectures and then start my outline. If this looks bad tomorrow, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Super cute. Hi, how are you?
Luisa Grande, the founder, and you hang out all the time.
We're like besties.
Oh my god, that's so weird how that happened.
I love your outfit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good time, lady. Thank you. So that's all the things that I got at the Grande Cosmetics gifting suite. It was really cool. We got to meet Patrick Chaw. There was that girl from, what is the show called that Harry's on? I forgot. The Netflix dating show. And then we also, oh, the Real Housewives people were there. I got photos. They're supposed to have like a DJ later and some other things, so maybe we'll go back. But right now, we are just getting food at the W. Now my phone being on 38% and I haven't even used it. This better be good.
Okay, pick whatever one you want.
Honestly, the king salmon truffle roll is fire.
Okay.
Every time I come here, I get that.
Like our neighbors and connection and once I guess Nana would be there and talk to them and they'll be like, oh, like I don't like
I am back from Miami. I've been back for, I think, a few days. Today is Wednesday, so I came back on Sunday. I actually came back pretty early because we woke up pretty early on Sunday, and then I just needed to get back because I had to study because I had an exam on Tuesday, and yeah, which is crazy because I had an exam on Friday before I left to Miami, which was already stressful enough, which I'm pretty sure I told you guys about. And then I had another exam on Tuesday, which was yesterday. Just a lot of exams going on, to be real. And yeah, and then I had class. So I had an exam in the morning yesterday, and then I had class yesterday as well. Yeah, I had class from 8 until 3, which isn't terrible, but like, imagine going to class after you have a whole exam. That's what I had going on yesterday, so you didn't even see me when I came back from Miami because it was just too much. I had so much fun in Miami. It was perfect. I think it was like just enough time. I haven't been back to Miami since I moved away. Like, I was a little like, do I really want to go back? Because I think for me too, like, my experience of Miami has a lot to do with like influencing. And sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's not great, but it definitely has its moments. I definitely got some clips for you guys. It was so cool. I met the founder of Grande Cosmetics, which you guys know they sell at Ulta. It's like a lash serum, brow serum. That's like one of their main products. So they kept it at the W, which is a hotel, but like there is like these little condos at the hotel, if that makes sense. So they turned one of the condos into like a bungalow, and it had a backyard, so that's where they ended up doing the Miami Swim Week show. I took one of my friends with me. She's not an influencer, she's a regular person, so she was also overwhelmed. We were just like, wow, this is a lot. Within 5 minutes of walking in, Patrick Ta walks in, literally right behind me. It was so crazy. And I'm like trying to get content, so I'm like not really paying attention. And my friend is like, hey, isn't that guy? And I turn around and it's Patrick Ta. I am in utter disbelief. I don't get like super starstruck by any means. I've been to enough events, I think, at this point where I'm used to seeing people that like I follow and have followed for a long time. So it's not like, I don't know, I'm not the type of person that like is like, oh my god, like what do I do? Like, I definitely was a little taken back because I didn't expect him to be there. But after, you know, a few minutes of me being like, I don't know, because also like I don't love going up to them and being like, you know, the first thing you say is like, hey, can I get a picture?
like, obviously I want a picture, but I also just kind of want to talk to you because that's insane that you're like in front of my face. Oh my god, like, I love your blushes. And he's like, oh my god, thank you. And I was just like, you're so real, because you just never know. Like, sometimes people are nice, sometimes they're not. There was a lot of people that wanted to talk to him, so I feel like he was a bit overwhelmed on the first day because it was a lot, you know, like there were so many people. I found this out after, but Grande had a regular event and then they had a VIP event, which was the event that I was at. So only certain people got invited to like VIP. I'm assuming they just like ranked influencers based on like where they thought people should get invited to. So he basically was like talking to other influencers and stuff, but I'm sure they're like just like me, like love Patrick Ta. So he was super nice on Friday, but on Friday my friend just videoed like us talking to each other. I didn't ask him for a photo because it was honestly really brief, like the conversation we had. He just asked me like, you know, where do you live? And I was like, oh, where do you live? And he told me he lives in LA, and I was just asking him about like living in LA and stuff. I was like, damn, like I should have got a picture with him, but I was like, it's fine. Like, I care more that I met him. And then on Saturday, I ran into him again because Saturday was the award show, which I don't think I got any content on that day. I was very overwhelmed that day because there was like a red carpet, which I am not used to. And anyways, I got red carpet glam photos and all that stuff. I didn't have a +1 for the award show, so it was just me, and it was a lot. This Friday I was like bam bam bam, like took my exam, went to Miami, got to the event just in time, saw Patrick Ta, mingled with all his people. There was a fashion show, there was like so many things going on, and I was genuinely like exhausted. Also, I ended up staying in Fort Lauderdale with my friend because she lives in Fort Lauderdale. I did a bunch of things in Miami. We went to Japan, which was amazing, by the way. I had to drive to Fort Lauderdale, which was like 45 minutes. And imagine, I just drove all the way from here to Miami. So I was exhausted because I was just tired of driving. So Saturday, I was genuinely very tired, but I just wanted to like show face at this event. It is an honor to be invited, and I am very happy that brands invite me to things. As a creator and someone who like really started doing this just for fun, it's so cool like how many places this has taken me. And obviously I'm in nursing school, which is a passion of mine, but I still love fashion and beauty and all of those things. I feel like it has always just kept me grounded and sane. A lot of the people at these things, like that's their full-time gig, like being an influencer, being a celebrity, like whatever they do, like it really is full-time for them. And I feel like because I have so many other things going on, it's like sometimes it's hard for me to like be so in the moment because I'm like exhausted. So yeah, Saturday I just really wasn't super talkative, like super into it. But then I saw Patrick again, and he remembered me from Friday, so that was very cool. And I did muster up the courage. I was like, hey, like, can we get a picture? And he's like, let's do it. I was like, oh, an icon, a legend, like literally an icon. We also went to Casa Neos, which was a very cool experience. Our waiter was amazing. If you go to Casa Neos, ask for Marcus. Casa has members only, which, you know, I mean, whatever. Miami has a lot of exclusive events. Members only access at Casa Neos, you have to pay a fee, and it's anywhere from like $10,000 to $50,000 depending on the tier of your membership. I don't know who you think I am, but it's definitely not that. And I was like, wait, but like my friend really loves this DJ, and we should just try to get in because like she really loves this DJ. I really didn't know him that well. After seeing him perform and stuff, he is so cool, so amazing. He, I believe, is from Dubai, or like he's from the Middle East, so it was really cool that he's even in Miami. Ended up finessing, ended up trying to find a way to get in. You know, like being an influencer, I feel like there's certain things that you get to do that maybe other people don't. Even to get into there, they did not care. They were like, you have to be a member, you have to be a member. And then Marcus was like, actually, you guys are really pretty.
why don't you just stand by the door? I'm sure someone will let you in. And I'm like, Marcus, you're onto something. So we stood there for maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Somebody let us in, and it was so nice because they let us in and they were like, okay guys, have fun. Because like sometimes people will like invite you into their section or whatever, and then you feel like obligated to like stay with them for the rest of the night or like talk to them. They were just like, after we got in, they were like, okay guys, like have fun. We're like, perfect. The perk of being tiny is that you can scoot your way through the crowd. So me and my friend scooted our way through the crowd. We ended up getting in the front, and he was so good. He played so well. Y'all paid $50K to get into here? That's crazy. You could have literally paid off a majority of my nursing school experience at Emory. Like, you literally give me the $50K. Like, I can put it to good use, you know what I mean? Let me tell you how I had an exam on Friday and my Wi-Fi went down at like 6 in the morning when I got up to study. I was like, huh? So I was crying at like 6 in the morning because I needed to take my test, and then I had to go to Miami like right after. I was like, I don't have time for this. So then my mom had to call my aunt and was like, can Angelina go to your house and take her test? So then I had to go to my aunt's house to take my exam.